Hello everyone, my name is Jackie Merrick, and I thought I would make a video today on taking those few minutes out of a day that out of each day that will bring you to a state of peace and calm, and will allow you to then start your day from a place that allows things to flow more easily throughout the rest of your day, hopefully. And of course, you can take meditative moments as many times throughout the day that you wish, or that you believe you are able to fit in. I know that many people say they have no time for that. They cannot fit a few minutes into their day to do any kind of a meditative few moments. It really, we can all make time. It's whether we choose to or not. So I think probably it's easier more so now for some, and maybe not as easier now for some as well, depending on what you do in the world. But I'm finding that for me, music has always been a solace and a healing tool for me. I have been learning about sound work for the last 10 years or more, and have collected a few instruments, and had just started to step out and create sound for other people, where they would lay down on a yoga mat and receive sound. And then the world changed, and in March 2020, of course, I could no longer do that in person with people. So I kind of just practice it now, and of course I've always used it in this last dozen years or so as a practice for myself, but now that I've been doing that, I want to take it out into the world and allow others to experience what I've experienced from it in their own way. Of course, each of us has our own experience, and what is our reality is not someone else's reality. We each come from our own sense of reality. So it is something I wanted to do today, was to just give you a few moments of an instrument, an experience of an instrument, that if you can just close your eyes and receive the sound, that you've then taken those few minutes out of today for yourself. And I even get up in the morning, and as I put the kettle on, I'll come and play this, just even for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Just it just takes me away somewhere in that couple of minutes. I also have a practice of journaling every morning, and I've been able to bring these practices more into a daily kind of practice since having been sent home to work at home through this time. So there's a lot of, silver linings, as it were, in what's all happening. There are ways in which it has brought more to our lives to be able to do things differently, and since things have been restructured. So, I could not have stopped to play this, say, on my lunch hour. If I was sitting in the office 9 to 5 or 8:30 to 4:30, I'd have to find some other way to take those few minutes. And there are many ways. This is only one. Many people do other kind of meditative moments in their own way. I have found also that my passions are typically to do with things, my passions and the things that I feel like I fall into like a meditative state in, are typically the things that I love to do. So for me, dancing, interpretive dance is a form of meditation, where I can go inward and just move and let the music come through my body. Even when I was going to boot camp, when that was open, when I was going to boot camp, for me, even the focus it takes to be in those moments of exercising, your mind just doesn't go anywhere. You're in it. And so to me, when your mind is focused on something passionately, that focus is a meditation to me. That's the way it feels for me. And so it is with this music that I like to bring out to others. So I hope to be able to do that again someday in person, because playing music on just making a video of your own is not quite the same as, it doesn't have the same effect, I don't feel, as when you are in person hearing the music played right next to your ears, you know. It's a different experience, but it's the best we can do right now. I don't have a professional recording studio where I can create sound in a professional way like that, but some instruments sound better when you create a simple video. Others don't. Drums don't sound as they don't sound like the real thing when you're creating just a simple video. I always kind of let people know to put their earbuds in when they're listening to me playing the drum, because it just sounds a little better with the earbuds in. But this instrument, it works pretty well. So I thought I would share it with you and allow you to hear this beautiful instrument. This is called a D Hijaz. I'm going to look that I'm saying the name right. The scale is D Hijaz, and it's made by Yishama, and it was made in Israel. It was owned by two more professional players than I, who used it in a more performative way, I should say. So, and I'm very happy that I bought it from the second musician who owned it, and I'm happy with the idea that both of those musicians were very conscious men in the world, and so that makes me really happy to know I own an instrument that sent really beautiful vibes out into the world in healing ways, just brought beauty to the world and healing. So for me, it's an honor to own this instrument, and I'm really so grateful that I own this instrument. Maybe I should just pull the screen forward so you can get a better look at the actual instrument, because it is a beautiful instrument. It looks like a bit like a spaceship, and that's the bottom. And it has notes all around it. And the higher end of the lower notes are down here, and the higher notes are. So I thought I would just play it to give you a few moments in your day to take a break for yourself, to nurture yourself. And you know, I typically would invite you, so I will invite you to close your eyes or lower your gaze. You can be sitting in a chair, you can be lying back somewhere, however you choose to receive the sound. Try and receive it with the intention that this is for you. This is to nurture your mind, body, soul, your heart. It's to bring you a few moments of calm in your day. And you'll find that if you allow yourself to make this a practice, or make something a practice that does that for you, you'll be able to flow through your day with a little more ease, you know, because you've come from a place of calm. And the more you do it, of course, the more you will get into that state, and ultimately you are affecting those around you with the state of your being. So in being in a calm state, you are spreading that out into the world, and to those in your family, in your inner circles, and ultimately just out. Our vibration is energy, and it goes out into the world, and we really don't realize how much we affect people around us, in closer circles and in the collective. Our vibration matters, and what we send out into the world matters. And it's not that you should shame yourself if you've had a bad day and you've, you know, reacted in some way that you shouldn't have. There's nothing, we're not here to shame anybody. we are human beings, and we're human beings, and we are capable of every emotion, and we experience every emotion. So we have to honor ourselves for being all that. All we're doing is trying to become better human beings day by day. There's no one to worry about except yourself, really. I mean, we have to learn not to judge ourselves, and to love ourselves, and to be compassionate and kind to ourselves, and be gentle with ourselves when we feel that we've made a mistake, or we've said the wrong thing, or done the wrong thing, because that's human nature. So you also need to learn to forgive yourself. So that is something that comes with practicing these few moments for yourself. It comes in various ways for various people, but I have learned this through my own experience. So I'm just sharing with you my experience. I would, and the more that you forgive yourself, on a daily basis, if need be, just take the few moments and say, okay, I know that I did this or that, and I didn't mean to do that. And, forgive yourself. Carry on with your day, but forgive yourself. And the more that you do that with yourself, the more that you care and nurture yourself, care for and nurture yourself, the more you will extend that out to others, and the more easy that becomes, because you see before you simply a struggling human being, someone who is struggling to be a human as you are. We all are going through our daily trials and tribulations, especially now, and at least now we're more cognizant of that fact that. Out of this whole scenario that has come up since March 2020, there's been a lot of silver linings, I would think. There has been for me, and I'm sure for many. I'm sure many of us can recognize that, the things that we're more grateful for, more aware of, and more caring about. So I think there's been a lot of silver linings. I know I'm very grateful for many things, and I'm noticing it in other people. I am noticing it. So that, that vibration is going out into the world. If we're there is the other side of it, where people are being divided because of various issues, and that's unfortunate. I sit back in non-judgment. I am trying to send out love and compassion to all, as well to myself always, and we each are living in our own state of being, and everyone is evolving at their own rate and pace. So compassion is of the utmost always. However, I wasn't planning to go into all of that, but that's what I got into. So what I was going to do was give you a few moments of sound, so I will do that. And I just would love for you to be able to take the time for yourself and make it into a daily practice. And it is possible, even if it's 2 minutes a day that you stop. And if you can stop 5 times for 2 minutes a day, then you've given yourself 10 minutes that you wouldn't normally have given yourself. I like to do things first thing in the morning prior to work, and then, and of course everybody's schedule is different, so you set it up for how it works for you. And I also, I say a lot of gratitude statements before I go to sleep. I'm grateful every day for each day, but also many other things I'm grateful for throughout every day. And I think gratitude makes a huge difference in our outlook on life, and how we see things, and how we see other people, and how we treat ourselves, and how we treat others. So I'm going to play and set my intention that I hope that the sounds that come through my playing benefit others in a way that that lands on your heart and in your being, that will bring peace and calm to your state of being. So as I said, you can just close your eyes and you can take in a deep breath if you like, or just breathe normally, whatever feels natural to you. Taking a deep breath in would be taking a deep breath in to expand your belly through your nose, and then releasing through your nose, and let your belly fall back to your spine. Maybe do 3 deep breaths. And release. And one more. Well, for me, that experience to play is brings me peace and calm in my body, and it's very explorative. It's very fun to explore. It takes my mind right into the activity, and I'm not thinking about anything really about playing. I actually just go, I feel myself going right into the instrument. So it's, you know, if it's an instrument that you like to take the time to play, or music that you like to listen to get up and move and dance. I love to dance interpretively to sound and allow the music to come through my body. So that's another thing that I find I am passionate about. Whatever it is, I just encourage you to take the time for yourself, because ultimately, when you are coming from a state of calm and peace and ease, you are carrying that out into your day with you, and with those that you're passing that along to those you are involved with, whether it be co-workers, whether it be family members, whether it be someone you're dealing with in a store that you're encountering. The way that you feel inside your being, your state of being, is really something you can work on, and you can create for yourself by taking these few minutes any day, any time. And I hope that you'll find a way to have that time for yourself, to nurture yourself in these ways. I send love and blessings out to everyone in the world right now. Yeah, because we're all in this together. We're all just walking along together, each in our own place, and we have the ability to find this time for ourselves so that we can ultimately bring that out in our effect on others. So that's about it for today, I think. And it's a beautiful day here in Dundas, Ontario, and I looked at the temperature and I couldn't believe it. It's a wonderful 83 degrees Fahrenheit, so I would like to get out for a walk myself today. And I do a lot of walking. That's another thing I do a lot of. Walking in nature is my other meditation. I take a lot of photos and share them on media, just because I feel like if I'm feeling the peace and calm in nature and it comes through my photos, and it has been expressed to me that others feel that calm and peace as well, they see it, obviously in whatever I interpret in the photo when I'm taking the photo, that sense of peace that I feel when I take the photo is being received by others. So that's always wonderful too. So, you know, whatever you do in the world and do for yourself, you ultimately are doing it for those around you as well. And by sharing it, it's for that greater purpose as well. Blessings to everyone. Have a wonderful day. I hope you get out to enjoy doing whatever you love to do.